So it's relying on one source to get all your jobs, all your junk removal jobs. This is that video about how to take care of your business, how to stay out of that rut, not runt. I'm sorry. I'm prepared today, by the way, for the Texas heat. I got this going right here. Look at this. For that Texas heat. Make it cold. I got my cooler, my icy breeze, and I got this fan thing. That's how hot it is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It is extremely, extremely, extremely hot. And today we're doing a hot tub removal. I'm actually here at the customer's house. I told him I was gonna do a video outside the house. He knew that I do YouTube videos, so it was pretty funny. And I said, I'm about to film one outside of your house. He goes, oh, help yourself. Hey, don't let me interrupt him. No problem. I asked the gentleman inside just a while ago, I asked him how he found me. And he said, I went to, get this, okay? This is pretty funny. He said, I was on Instagram and I typed in hot tub removal and one of your videos from YouTube showed up that you posted. So apparently I shared one of my YouTube videos on Instagram or a link to it. And then he went to my YouTube channel. So I found this, he found me by using Instagram. It's very rare that a customer finds me on Instagram, but it is a method that I use to gather more customers, of course, and interact with my junk removal service. You have to realize there's so many companies out there, so many companies. It's probably one of y'all. It's probably one of y'all. Let me take this off. It's probably one of y'all that doesn't realize the impact that one revenue stream can do to your business. So for example, let's pretend you are using Facebook ads or Facebook, just overall Facebook. Let's just go with overall Facebook. That means you're posting on the feed on a constant basis and it is generating you 3 jobs a week and you are comfortable with that. You are comfortable with that. That means that your business is relying on Facebook feed just to get you jobs the whole time. And you're comfortable with that and you're making money off of that. Maybe this junk removal is a part-time job for you or something on the side, but you're waiting for it to get busy so you can make that leap to full-time. Maybe. I want to let you know, I've been doing this for over 15 years. I've been in junk removal. I am the leader when it comes to junk removal industry and knowing knowledge about it. I mean, self-proclaimed, I guess. I have over 3,200 videos in junk removal about how to run a junk removal business, the things I do, the work, the jobs that I have on a daily basis. So I kind of have a little knowledge about this. And I'm going to tell you, relying on one online platform to get all your Google, I mean to get all your leads is such a risky venture for your business. Not only is it risky, it is frowned upon. It is not a good thing. So if you're out there, and I want to say this, if you're out there and you're a small business and you just started junk removal and you are getting successful with Facebook or whatever you want to use, and you're not paying for these ads and you're not paying for these leads and you're doing really good, but you're only using one platform to generate those leads, I'm going to tell you something. Your business, right now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, clear cross, okay? If you're relying on one platform, one online platform to get you all your jobs, your business is going to struggle and might not even survive growing. Growth in your business is going to be so limited because of you. You are relying on one way that your business can generate leads. On one way your company, your junk removal can generate new customers and clients to your business. You cannot have just one platform for your business. And I explain this to a lot of people all the time. A lot of people are always telling me, man, I have success with Google Preferred. I have success with Google Ads. And okay, that's great. But let me tell you something. Let's pretend that you are using Facebook feed, and it's free, of course. You're just posting on Facebook. Let's act like you're doing that. When Facebook gets slow, because Facebook gets slow, it's like Craigslist. And I learned this about Craigslist a long time ago when I first started Junk Removal 15 years ago. That I use Craigslist on a daily basis, and I was doing really, really good with Craigslist. I was doing so good with Craigslist. And I was posting 3 times a day for free. Of course, they weren't charging back there. Now it's $5 each post, so it's being $15 a day, which I would have still done. But I want you to imagine, I was posting 3 times a day, constantly, on a daily basis, 7 days a week, never slow down. And it built my business. But I'm going to tell you something, that sometimes my business would come to a halt. Even though I was posting all the time, my business would stop. I would average 2 to 3 jobs a day. And then all of a sudden, desert. Nothing. Not a phone call, not a booking, nothing. And that's because every business gets slow. And Craigslist business was getting slow. It wasn't costing me anything, but I wasn't getting anything. And relying on Craigslist is such a risky venture. The same thing as in Facebook feed. Posting on Facebook for free on a daily basis is like what I was doing 10 years ago, posting on Craigslist for free. It could only get me somewhere. And that's when I decided, heck, you know what? I got to build something better. I got to do something better. I need a better understanding of where my business is going. And I remember this happening because I didn't have a website. I didn't have nothing back then. I didn't have nothing. All I had was my pictures of me doing junk removal, and I was posting those, and my phone number, of course, and my truck and my trailer. When I knew Craigslist was killing me, I would go like a whole 2 weeks without a job, and then all of a sudden I'd go do really good for a week, and then all of a sudden die for another week, and then all really good for 3 days, and then die for the weekend. It was really weird. I'm going to tell you something. Craigslist business was dead. So was your platform. Whatever platform you're using will come and die. It will slow down, and it will come and make your business to a halt, complete halt. It will stop, and your phone won't ring anymore. Then you're going to wonder how to pay bills. It is also when I decided that Craigslist was slowing down for me, and it came to me as a complete halt. That's when I decided to, you know what, Ricardo, you got to take this to the next level. You got to be more. You got to put your information out there more. And that's when I did a lot of, gathering of information, gathering of how to build a website. And I built my first website. And I remember that I built my first website, and then I started putting my information on all the different platforms. Now, back then, there wasn't a lot of platforms, I'm going to tell you. So 15 years ago, I think it was, I remember running my business with nothing for about 3 years. So I would say 12 years ago. I would say I built my website, then I built the platforms, and I guess out there back in the day, there was WordPress, there was Facebook, Google Plus was a big deal, eBlogger was a big deal, and those were the platforms I was on. And then I built my website, and that's when I really started taking off. So I remember building this really awesome website, and then I started learning about content and stuff, and then I built that. So imagine this. I want you to imagine you having your Facebook feed and getting jobs off of it, but now you have a website to join up with that Facebook feed, right? You have a website. And then you complement that with the Google My Business account. You complement that with Google ranking you higher, right? And that's a whole different story. And now you have a Facebook account, you have a GMB, you have Google ranking you higher. At least you're on something. And then YouTube comes out, and then I have my YouTube videos, and then I have a Twitter account, and TikTok just came out, Instagram, and you have all these platforms. Now you have a variety of where you can put your content, what is content, Ricardo? Content is anything you put in the Facebook feed, anything you put on the Twitter feed, that is content. Pictures of you doing junk removal. And here's another thing. Whenever you put content, I want to make a side note. Whenever you put content, stop putting pictures of trash. Nobody wants to see that bullshit. Nobody wants to. Everybody puts before and after pictures, and I'm like, oh my God, dude. How much trash do people want to see? Start putting you in the pictures. Start putting the pictures of trash, of you picking up trash. Do that instead. This pictures of just trash is horrible. You know, I like posts when people are in front of their trucks and they're like, hey, flexing out there. That's a good post. That's an interactive post. But trash is just trash. Anybody can take pictures of trash. A customer can go and take a picture of trash. Anyway, that's when I started learning to post more content on all the platforms was better off for me. I was putting myself out there. I was spreading myself out there. I was casting a net out in the ocean, you know, and the ocean was Google. And I was casting the net out there and then seeing what was coming in. Just like this guy, he caught me on Instagram. I do not advertise on Instagram. I rarely post on Instagram, but apparently he saw one of my posts on Instagram. And this is what I do. This is what I do. I build an awesome website. Okay, so if you want to know how the structure of my business is, I build an awesome website, very powerful website, a website with content that's so rich. And I grab that content and I use it on a daily experience of what I do. So I put all the information that I did on a daily basis and I put it on my website. Okay, so that's something I do. But I want to make sure that y'all understand that I video most of my content too. Then on that one video, let's say today's hot tub removal that I'm doing here, that I'm waiting for Jaman to show up. That hot tub that I'm going to do right now, I'm going to make a video of it. Then I'm going to post that video on YouTube. Okay? It's like taking a picture. It's the same identical thing. And I want to let y'all know, and I want everybody to understand, a picture and YouTube will give you and gather the same amount of content, okay? It will give you the same amount of content. It's how you spread it out there. For instance, that video from YouTube, what I will do with that video, I will share it with Facebook. I will share it with Instagram. I will share it with TikTok. I will put that on my e-blogger. I will share it with my website in the RSS feed. I will share it on Twitter, Tumblr, and LinkedIn. All of them, 8 times. So one video is, I'm trying to try to remember, but one video will go 8 times and spread it. And I put that net out there. And I use that method of content linking with all these social media platforms and free online listings. I put it out there because I'm hoping that somebody like this gentleman that I'm at his house will click on it, and it works. If you don't think that works, I'm gonna tell you something. I had a lady in Willow Park, Fort Worth, Texas. Is a little small town, really small town. She calls me up and she says, hey, can you come out here and remove my trampoline? I'm like, yeah. So I show up to the house. I remove the trampoline. I'm picking everything up. I'm loading it to the truck. And I ask her, ma'am, how did you find me? And I never ask customers that. I just been asking that because I have a friend that's been really pushing me to do that. And she said, I found you on this thing called the Twitter. I said, what? I said, I don't post on Twitter. And she goes, no, I have it right here. And she physically, and I told this story before, she physically pulls out her phone, right? And she has a hard time. She puts on her glasses and she's like, look, it's right here. And she showed me Twitter. And it's a post that I did about 5 years ago of me removing a hot tub for $250. I do it for $300 now, but I told her, she didn't care. The point was that I had spread that net out there that somebody had to find it. And she was the fish. Right. And she's the one that found me. There are so many methods in finding and getting business out there. There's so many ways that you can get business that you're not thinking about. Okay. And here's another little secret. Okay. I want to tell you a little secret. The funnier the post is, the more controversial the post is, the more unique your post is, the more chances you have that your competitor, your friend, your family member will go to that post and look at it. And that leaves an impression on people, okay? That also makes SEO what it is. I had, a while back, I had a TikTok post that went 4.5 million. I also had another post that went 5 million. And that 5 million that went on my TikTok account, I have on the profile, I have my YouTube channel and I have my website. It says JunkGuysDFW.net, and then it has my YouTube channel underneath it. I got a message from Google telling me that my website, my Google website, had unusual account activity. I had over 167 people visit I was averaging 167 people on a daily basis for a whole week to my website. Why? Why? Because of one video that hit 5 million. Because of one video that hit 4.5 million. Just because of that one video that hit that much, I had that many views on my website. So that was something that was in TikTok world that went over to my website, JunkGuysDFW.net. Why? Because it was on my profile. I wonder how many people went to my YouTube channel. And of course, my YouTube channel soared, my website soared and started ranking higher. And you know, that's how I got my stuff ranking. But I used a different platform to make something else work for me. That's what's crazy about it. So I had used a different platform, on online platforms such as TikTok, to make another platform grow for me. And that was my YouTube channel and my website. So taking advantage of different platforms to run your business and not relying on one is a huge, huge advantage. So if you're out there, I'm going to tell you something. If you're out there and you own a junk removal business and you're on all these accounts, you're on Facebook, you have a Facebook account and you have a Twitter, you have a Tumblr. I'm going to go down them in just a minute before I end this video. But they're just sitting there. Then I'm going to tell you what you've done. You've built a brick. If I have a Facebook account, but I don't do anything with it, that's all I've done is built a Facebook account. That's it. It sits out there. It's like me putting a car for sale without a for sale sign in front of my house. It just sits out there. It does absolutely nothing. It will do absolutely nothing for you. Now, I'm going to tell you the platforms that I use and that I'm constantly posting on. Y'all can check them yourself. I have a Facebook account. I have an Instagram account. I have a Twitter account. I have a TikTok account. I have a Tumblr, eBlogger, and WordPress account, okay? I have a LinkedIn account, a YouTube channel, and my website. 10 platforms, 10 online platforms that communicate with each other. And that's how I put my word out there. That's how I put my content out there. Any kind of video that I usually post, any video that I usually post, I usually share it across all platforms. And you can go to any of my stuff and you can see my updates all the time. You know, I'm always updating. If there's anything that's updating, it's going to be a video and it says maybe it's 2 days old or 3 days old. But I normally don't have anything that says 2 weeks old or 5 weeks old or nothing like that. Everything's updated. Everything's really, really updated. And it works for me. It works for me and might not work for you. But the one thing that I don't do is just build a brick and leave it out there. I don't just sign up for it and leave that platform out there. I put that good, rich information on it. And this is what I'm doing here. So this video right here, I'm going to share this video across all platforms on purpose to show y'all that this video will eventually get me some kind of business with other junk removal companies. Someone will reach out to me and said, "Hi, saw this. How do you do this?" I've been talking to a lot of people. Every Thursday night, by the way, every Thursday night, I have this great webinar. I do a live webinar, and there's like 14 people in it all the time, and we're always talking. And there are 3 webinars that I do every Thursday, and every one of them's an hour. They're back to back, and the first one I have like 30 people in it. The second one I have like 20, and the third one is my favorite one. It's smallest. It's kind of like very engaging, and it's the smallest one. I have usually about 8 or 7 in there. And I talk about just junk removal. We talk about junk removal, different subjects every day. But it's always something, and it's always something that the new junk removal company will reach out to me and say, "Hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that?" And I answer a lot of questions. You want to be a part of that? A part of that free live webinar? Reach out to me, hit me a link, hit me down below. I'm not an asshole. I act like an asshole in my videos, but when people need information, I try to help them out. Now, with that, I want to say this also. Spreading yourself amongst all the accounts and building that content amongst all the accounts, not just signing up for them, but putting your information on all those accounts, will help you build your business a lot faster and build your business to prominence in junk removal, and you will be above the next person. Okay, I also want to say this. That I got here 15 years doing this junk removal for a reason. I got here because I know how the online business works. I know how online content works, and it has worked for me. It has worked for me, and I know that the business comes in, and I keep on doing it because I know the more business, and the business will keep on coming in. So with that, I'm going to leave y'all guys. Don't forget, if you're looking for more expertise, knowledge about how to build a junk removal business, hold on one second. A little more up front, all the way to the curb over there. If you're wondering how to build a junk removal business and how to keep it growing, I'm going to tell you something. I have an online course. It's 100+ videos of curriculum, 100+ videos of online lectures about all junk removal. Okay? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will talk to y'all later. Try out the University of Junk Removal. You're looking for more knowledge. See you later, guys. I got to get back to work.